Hello everyone, Riders for DLC here. I kind of decided just to do I was gonna do a rant video, then Truth actually sent out a tweet, hot takes about the 11th anniversary, and I guess this is just gonna be a video responding to this. I'm not gonna look at the tweets or anything. This is just more of my thoughts, but just reading the tweet. Since the 11th anniversary content is weak, plus the artificial life form red zone is gone, I don't want to make any videos I had planned until it returns. Speaking of which, I didn't know that the artificial life form left. I haven't looked in the game yet or anything, so I have no idea if they actually just took it out or here, let me. Oh wow, yeah, it's not even in the game. Yeah, they didn't even consolidate it into the normal red zone, so you just can't. Dang, I really missed out on that. So wow, but yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I started the game playing. I guess a bit of the backstory. I started the game during 10th anniversary. Actually, I have Truth and Iron Cane the thing for that. Their beginner guide is what got me into the game, and then I watched like Turami, Minato, and yeah, like 10th anniversary was amazing. And I guess a little side thing, like if I don't wake up tomorrow, like I swear, Minato, please stop. This is like the third time. You're gonna get us all killed. But anyway, yeah, like Turami, Minato, I like 10th anniversary is what got me into the game. I thought 10th anniversary was amazing, and like considering that like I come from Dragon Ball Legends, and honestly, comparing 10th anniversary of Dokkan to both the 7th anniversary and Legends Fest of last year were Legends, night and day. Like Dokkan for me was like a 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. There were some mishaps, and Legends was just like it was a bumpy road. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to turn this into a Legends video, but I'm gonna say that if I started the game this celebration, I don't think I would have stayed. Like this celebration is like I have no idea what they're thinking. I do have Dokkan info brought up, so we could actually look at the events real quick. So let's do actives, and then we could just look at everything we got. Greatest tour, but before part 2, the only thing we had was Supreme Demon King. We got Special Battle 1. We got Heated Throwdown and Invincible Guardians. I'm not gonna count this because this is not a new event. This is something we got this last year. This is just a revamp of an old event, so I'm not gonna count this. So we have a single difficult gimmick fight that they basically want to use the free-to-play coup for. You have 2 basic fights that are, I feel like if you have the new characters, this is a cakewalk. It's not even really hard, it's just more of the opponent hits hard and their damage punches. This is a bit unique. I think this is a unique form of content, but it's just one stage when it came out. And originally, when this event came out, it was technically incomplete, and there's no reason for you to really play it because the Tamagomis didn't have their TUR states yet. They were just SSRs. SSR. So it's like there was no reason for you to keep playing this event. So it was like, wow, no new red zones, and it's just like, okay, let's look at 10th anniversary. Actually, I believe I might have to go to all because some of them may be missing. I'm just hoping, yeah, because it's not gonna it's gonna show all the red zones as one. So this looks like it is somewhat. Okay, so this is actually time dated. That's perfect. So 10th anniversary. We got, where does this start? Goku's story and Vegeta's story red zones. 2 completely fleshed out red zones. Like this, like both of them, I believe was 9 stages in total, right? 10, yeah. 20 stages of red zones. That's just the 10th anniversary. We have Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. This was a really unique and fun event because this is an event that, like, when we talk about how there's different types of events, there's long form, short form, this was like a great middle ground. You have the 10th anniversary battle. This is something I'm really surprised they just haven't revamped, because from my understanding, this is something they do almost every year as they kind of update this, and they just haven't done it at all this year. But when they updated this, new EX skill orbs, a ton of free stones, you know, a ton of great stuff. Dokkan Chronicles, this was like a little fun event. This was, if those who don't remember this event, pretty much this rewarded old players or players that had really old boxes, because every stage was like, yeah, you only could use characters from the first year, stage 2, second year, third year, fourth. This was actually, like, for me as a new player, when I started the anniversary, this event was actually one of the hardest, just because I just didn't have, like, you know, sure, I got the 10th LRs, 10th anniversary LRs, only could bring them in the one stage on this event. Like, I definitely, like, I don't think the event, I think up to, like level 5, it wasn't really that hard because it was designed for older characters, but this was like a pretty fun and interesting event. So we had the 2 red zones. We had Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. We had the 10th anniversary battle, Dokkan Chronicles, Festival of Battles. This is probably one of the most iconic new additions to the game. Yes, I know a lot of people do not like this content. I'm not gonna really defend it or like say my opinions about it, but this was, when this dropped, this was like one of the most special moments for me playing the game, because when this dropped, everyone was like, how am I gonna beat this? And this was the time when they actually introduced this stage. Yeah, this was a 10th anniversary original stage, so it's just funny that they're reusing this content. And I will say this, I do not mind this being reused if we were getting other forms of content, but we're not. So, I wonder what this is. Dokkan. Oh yeah, the speed battle. Oh yeah, this was like a very limited time thing. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. Dokkan Ultimate Thrilling Battle. Yep. What was this again? Yeah, this was definitely anniversary. I actually do not remember this at all. That's the crazy thing. And we're not done. There's still more content. Or actually, no, I think that's it. Yeah, the DB. Seriously Serious. I thought this came out during anniversary, right? No. Yeah, this was after anniversary. So from the anniversary, from 10th year, we had the 2 red zones, Battle Hardened Formidable Foes, 10th anniversary battle, Dokkan Chronicles, Festival of Battles, this speed battle, thrilling battle, and I feel like I'm missing something. I think I'm missing something. I don't think this blue zone was beforehand, right? I don't think so. Is it going to show any missions potentially? No. Let's look at the 6th stage. I don't think this... No, I don't think this was before. No, I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't... This doesn't look familiar at all. So, wow, like... Looking at just the content we got, 6 events, and actual events, I would say. Outside of like the speed battle, I would say that's just more of a one-time thing. But Battle Hardened Formidable Foes, this has like how many stages? 10, I believe. Yeah, 10. Tons of missions. Like, this was like really, if you want to just do short form content, red zones, And then you can also do the blue zone, because this was like right before the celebration. I think it was this, and then people were still doing this blue zone, I believe, or no, it's like Vegeta from Vegeta 5. So it's like, okay, you had the red zones. It's great if you just want to do short-term content. Same with Dokkan Chronicles. If you want to do like medium level content, anniversary battles, Sterling battle, the Daima, great. And oh yeah, also this is just a challenge. This is not talking about anything else. There's also we just do. Is it gonna be in here? Or this is like special. We did get some special orbs. Yeah, I think no. We got, yeah, Soaring Spirit is also 10th anniversary original. I believe this was also 10th Annie. And then yeah, Dokkan Day started at 10th Annie, so. But no, that's not what I want to show. It might be in growth. Yes, I want to say it's in growth. So yeah, the problem is this is really hard for me to pinpoint. So yeah, this may not be really easy for me to actually find. Yeah, this is maybe it's not in growth. Dang, I have no idea where I would find it. But we also had we had this LR Demon King Piccolo event that you grinded him out. You had the Goten, the TUR, Goten and Trunks LR or TUR you have to grind out. So there was also those forms, and then there's also the Daima event. I don't think it's not. I'm trying to think. It's not in growth. It's not in story. Maybe. Let's see. Might be able to find this on story. Oh yeah, here it is. So Daima was in the game, I think, beforehand, but most of the stages actually came out during. No, wait. Daima may have. Did Daima? No. Yeah, Daima was a weird. Yeah, Daima. I think it was like the first two stages were only available, and then literally all the rest of the stages came during the 10th anniversary. So that Tales of Super Warriors. This was where you got LR Piccolo, I believe. Then we also got the GT and Super Edition. Wait, this might be GDC, right? Take a look at the missions. No, this was anniversary. Yeah, anniversary. Yeah, so anniversary. Tales of, yeah, all this was anniversary. Yeah, and then let's go to, and this is showing all. We could just look and it's like, okay, so this is all anniversary. Wow, there's nothing showing for this anniversary because there's nothing. It's just reused content. They're Coup, not even a new stage for Daima. It's just, which I guess, I mean, it would have been content still, but yeah, it's just like, okay, just refarm the gems and then you could just get them from the shop. Or if you already pre-farmed, congratulations. And if we go back to challenge, so the 10th anniversary, I believe, was it 6 events in total? All? No, it was 9 challenge events. And there are actual, I would say outside of the speed battle event, all of them were actual events that you would play, you would actually replay. You look at the 10th Annie or 11th Annie, you have Demon King, special battle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you know, and of the 6, this is a gimmick fight that they want you to use a free-to-play character for, and this is technically a grind event. This is an event you farm the Tamagami. So if we're gonna actually count new stuff, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 events. That's it, right? And this is honestly like I feel like this feels like the first real event we got outside of. I think Heated Throwdown is actually cool. I think the part 2 stage for the Super is kind of poorly designed. It's designed in a way like the other fights are not designed for the new characters in mind. The Super stage is like you have to have the new Goku, especially for the missions. So I'm not a big fan of this. As it's actually reminded me a lot of the same problems that the Diamond Redstone had, especially Tamagami number, was it 3 or 1? But yeah, Greatest Stores, I think I feel like this is the first realized, fleshed out event, and I still think this has some problems to it. But yeah, like 4 events, that's it. Like GDC, let's look at GDC. 1 Million Arena, like we can hate a Million Arena all we want, but yeah, we can hate a Million Arena all we want. Was Million Arena during GDC? I think it was like either right when it started or right before, like barely missed it. But we had Seriously Serious, which was active. We had the special battles. Still, you still challenge these to this day. They're still really strong, really hard content. You had Perfect. You have the team battle. You have this is like the Zamasu fight, but I feel like the way it's designed isn't as annoying as the Goma fight, but GDC fights. So this is 4. This was like how many? I want to say like 6, 7. Okay, 1 off. Good rewards, a lot of stones. Union Master. This was a lot of sages. The Gogeta clone. This is a hard event, but this is more. It's hard if you're like you have to pay attention. You have to like. This isn't just like bring your strongest characters and just nuke them. I mean, you can do that actually. But yeah, Union Master was really fun. You had the Saiyan Redstone. This was crazy. Live or Die Predatory Planet was a pretty fun event. You had, I think Giant Form was during GDC, right? No, I think no. I think it was like, yeah, GDC was that. But that's the thing, that's GDC. GDC is like pretty much tied to with the amount of content we got during this 11th anniversary. And GDC content was higher value. Like the GDC special battles are way higher quality than the 11th anniversary special battle. I don't think anyone in the world is gonna fight you on that point. But yeah, I forgot the Blue Zone. This Blue Zone was like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. This Blue Zone is still one of the hardest fights in the game. Yeah, crazy. You have the choice battle. This was actually pretty fun because for those who don't remember, they actually did polls on Twitter and asked the community what type of content they wanted. And they actually basically like, okay, we read the replies. Here's the event. This was a pretty fun event. But yeah, like, actually, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. I want to make sure, was this during GDC? 9. I don't think so. So, wait, So, like GDC had more content. We should be getting at least 2 more forms of content, but it's just like, this is brutal. And then, I don't want to go too off topic from the question. Like, I guess it is hot takes, but I feel like the only hot take I feel like I could make would be saying 11th anniversary is better than 10th anniversary. And like at that point, I'm just trying to be divisive for no reason. Like, let's be honest. If I'm making that claim, it's not because I believe it. It's because I want to have a lot of comments on on this video. I didn't want to look at his original tweet real quick. the 11th anniversary content is actually so bad they took away the artificial life form red zone, and now I feel like I can't even record anything until it returns on the 26th. So why did it leave? Why did it leave? Like, is it being revamped? Are they adding new stuff, or is it being consolidated to the ultimate red zone? Like, did they tell us? I have no idea. But yeah, like, it's not. It's both the fact that its quality and quantity is both low during this 11th anniversary, which leads back to, you know, the banners. Like, let's keep it real. Like, if there's no content for people to play, why are you gonna summon? Why are people gonna spend money? Like, outside if you just like the characters, which, side note, I saw a lot of people in the beginning of the celebration like the Fenda Daima characters, which is like, I'm not gonna say you're wrong or right for doing so, but I think a lot of those people, after they saw the part 2 characters, their kits, their animations, everything, they came to the realization that, like, they kind of screwed over Daima. They kind of did. Like, I don't even know what they're thinking. Not only that, I honestly think the part two banners are better. I guess you do have the GDC duo, and then you do have LR Vegito, but that's really it over these guys. I mean, like, you got Omega, you got you got Legic, the god himself, Omega, who still is amazing, has engaged a yeah, I mean, like, Gogeta. Again, I don't understand why Go Freeze is on this banner at all. Rose is pretty good, but I would say, like, outside of Vegeta and Rose, I don't really think this banner has much value. This Broly is still a good character, but it's just like, you're not summoning for Tech Broly. I'm sorry. Great character, but no, you're not summoning for him. But, like, if we go to Dokkan info, and then we could also look at, this is why I want to pull up Dokkan Wiki, is we could look at the EZAs. So let's just look at this celebration EZAs. I'm not counting this guy as an EZA for the celebration. He came out, like, I like to consider him like the pre-anniversary EZA. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't really count this because, like, 99% of the player base do not have them, so I won't count this. So, like, of the EZAs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 EZAs and 2 Super EZAs. This Goku is amazing. At first, when people were saying, like, this Goku is like a top 5 EZA of all time, I'm like, I don't see it. And then I brought him into some hard content, and I'm like, wow, this guy actually can perform pretty well. This Gohan is, I think he's moderately, like, solid B. This Trunks, I'm very mixed on. This Pan, I think, is pretty good, but I'm also somewhat mixed on too. Like, her potential is, she's kind of gives me Tech UI vibes that, like, you know, if everything goes right, this character is amazing. But 9 times out of 10, something goes wrong. You fail a dodge, you fail an additional super, you can't crit. And I feel like Pan is doing that for me. This Vegeta I have not used, so I can't actually speak on him. The RF tag, this character, I think I actually have to make a video about it to apologize, but they actually are pretty decent. I think, I still don't think there are, like, I think if I had to rank them, I would say they're a 6 out of 10. I think, ironically, as a stacker, they're terrible in long form content. Especially if it's long form content where characters are actually hitting pretty hard. They're not going to survive. I don't see it. But I would say I don't think we had an EZA that was, like, terrible. That is, like, you know, doo-doo garbage. But if we go to, I think it's 6. Yeah, so this is the 10th anniversary. So we had the Super Vegito and Buhan. All these were, I believe this is the introduction of Super EZAs, right? Or no? Or I think this is, like, when they started really be pushing out Super EZAs. But yeah, we have Buhan, Super Gogeta, Super Vegito, Gohan, Tech Cell. We had a lot of super easy A's during the celebration. And then for easy A's, we had Namek Goku, Frieza, 8 Vegeta, Kaioken Goku. And then obviously we can't talk, you know, the crown jewel of all easy A's. We have the Tech Gods, and we have the 4s. I think the value of the easy A's we got last year were like the Tech Gods. They like, we got 2 easy A's that just, they were like top 4 characters. Like for most people, they were ranking the LR Vegito, the Tech Gods, the Tag 4s, and then the 4th could, I've seen people say it wasn't Gogeta, but I'm like, for me it was Gogeta. But insane. And then a good thing is, because of the super easy A's, they were buffing a lot of extreme teams. Almost every extreme easy A and super easy A we got during the celebration was amazing. I think the only one is this Frieza. I think this Frieza was good. He just was a little underwhelming somewhat because, where was it? Yeah, if he only had guard on 1 turn. This was like the biggest issue with him. If he had guard for like, if he just had perma guard, this guy would have been like, just like, people would not be counting. That's it. Like, I think he's like, this is the only actual dud I would say that the celebration had. This guy kind of sucks. Like, I will not defend this Kaioken Goku. Is this the easy A? Is there a way for me to? Yeah, this is the easy A. I just want to make sure. I don't want to have another RF situation where I was reading their easy A. I was like, oh, this is a good base. Now let's look at their easy A. And I was like, oh, snap, this is their easy A. Yeah, like 7 turns. Yeah, where was it? For every string key spear spear obtained, damage reduction 4%. So if you got 10 orbs, congratulations, you have 40% damage reduction. He has no guard. He doesn't have no dodge. He has no base damage reduction. What? I will say this guy does somewhat hit like a truck, but he doesn't have no built-in additionals. Like, he is very much like a glass cannon that you know, he fires once and he almost like breaks itself after firing. Like, no, I'm not a fan of this design. But like, this guy was an amazing easy. I've definitely seen people switch up on him, but like this guy, this guy was like a 10 out of 10 easy. 20% damage reduction. He had perma guard. When guard activated, he gets key +3 and attack and defense 60% turns. He gets additional 40% damage reduction if he's a first attacker, and if you could hit him in a second or third, he gets guaranteed additional that has a great chance to hit super. 24 key attacks are effective on types, and he has a somewhat easier. I mean, I think Goku and Vegeta, it's just depending on what type of content you have, but their intro, you get the perma key +3 attack 100%. This guy was, I mean, you could still probably use this guy. 20%, 40%. I think it's like, man, if there was like if Omega was like his, if his guard was given to like Inhuman Deeds, you could run this guy on the Omega team. Because Omega, isn't it like 10%? How much guard is Omega's given? Real quick, not to get a little too off. I am kind of curious. So, the 3? Omega. Let's look at Omega. Every time he gets a rainbow key, where is it? Yeah, plus an additional 10% damage reduction, 10% for characters. So if Vegeta was on this, running a double Omega, Vegeta is gonna have 80% damage reduction and guard. Like, oh yeah, he's solid. And I mean, obviously you could use Elise for Vegeta, and he's all of a sudden he's like amazing. But back to the point that I'm trying to make, getting a sidetrack. But yeah, like, you look at the, like, it's quality and quantity. I would say outside of Kaioken Goku, all this is pretty good. This is good. Jinba was amazing. This guy was a mistake. The way they designed, this is literally, honestly, the best way to say this is like, if you're an OPTC fan, if you play Treasure Cruise, this is a Zoro Sanji. If you're a Legends, this is basically Super Saiyan 2 Ultra Gohan. This is like, they made a mistake when they designed the character. He is insane. Still a great character. And this guy's just a more balanced version of him, and he's still a great character. I don't think I would say he was a dud. I think the biggest issue was his whole Vegito, his whole gimmick was kind of like he had damage reduction and he counters, but only on normals. So like he did have the ability to foresee super attacks, but it's like, oh yeah, if he just had supers targeted towards him or a group attack, it's like, could be in a bit of a trouble. But like 80% damage reduction on normals, yeah, like yeah, this guy, I think this guy was pretty good. Like, but yeah, like you look at this, I would be like, okay, it had a rank stuff. I would say this is a solid B plus at least. This is S to Z. This is a B plus to A. I would say this is a B minus. A. This is B plus. F. Z. Oh, I would say this is like a S. I mean, I compare these two. Honestly, I would say Z. Z, Tag Wars, Z. Yeah. And then, yeah. You look at this and you compare it to this year, it's like we don't have as much. And it also, going back, is you look at the amount of stages we got for EZAs. So this was a Super EZA, so he had his own stage. This was a Super EZA, he had his own stage. Own stage. I want to say this Goku had his own stage. I want to say. I'm pretty sure it was not shared with the Frieza. No, it wasn't. So yeah, like Frieza and Goku had their own separate stages. This guy, own stage, obviously. All the Super EZAs had their own stages. This was the only one that they had a shared stage, which honestly made sense. This actually makes sense. Own stage, and then the Tag Force had their own stage. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 EZA stages. Now again, a lot of that is Super EZAs, but I would say like easily 200 stones just off of EZAs. You look at the 11th anniversary. These characters shared a stage, unfortunately. Do not know why they decided. Like, it makes sense, but if they knew they're gonna give us this little amount of content, this was a terrible decision. Super EZA, so he has his own stage. Own stage, own stage, own stage. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stages out of 11. Yeah, 5 versus 11. Tell me which one is better, guys. And then looking at stuff, let's look at just the free-to-play characters we got during this celebration. The big elephant in the room is there is no free LR. I do not know. Like, at first we all thought it was going to be Ku, but it just seems like we're just not going to get a free LR, which apparently this is like, I think I've been told it was like the 4th anniversary since they started doing the free LR. So it's crazy they decided to stop now. But we got Ku, who's actually pretty decent. Now, I will say I think Ku really wants to have Do on his team. So it's like, hopefully you got lucky on your summons to get Do. The Tamagamis are actually like Tamagami number 1. When we saw the mistranslations, I thought all of them were pretty bad. And then when they were in game, this guy's easily the best out of them. This guy is actually like insane. Tamagami number 2 was pretty great. This guy is not that good, honestly. 3, unfortunately, which is my favorite of the 2. So I would say like ranking them, Ku is like, I would say a B plus. I feel like he's just really dependent on having like Do for him to really shine. B, C, A, solid A. But as C, it's only 4 free-to-play characters, which I mean, not bad at all. You go to the it's like Dokkan Wiki. Don't give out on me, man. Don't give out on me. Oh, snap. Okay, we're back. I was like, man, I know I've been yapping for a while, but still, come on. Okay, but yeah, looking at I guess the 10th Annie, we didn't have as much free-to-play characters, actually. Looking at it, we had only the LR, or TUR, Trunks and Goten, and LR, Demon King Piccolo. So, hey, this is actually a plus I would give to the 11th anniversary. This guy was pretty good. This guy sucked. The TUR, Goten, and Trunks. This guy was pretty bad. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this guy. Like, if we're gonna talk about an actual dud, like, this guy's design is worse than Kaioken Goku easy, which is kind of crazy to say. But like, yeah, like, at the end of the day, though, like, summoning for characters mean nothing. There's no content for us to play. Like, why are you gonna, like, what is gonna, like, people are gonna see the characters and stuff, but then they're gonna see a lot of people saying, like, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to play. And it's like, I'm gonna spend money or spend time playing this game trying to grind out the characters. And then I guess the last thing I want to talk about is the part 1 characters kits by themselves. Like, this Vegeta, I think, has an amazing kit. I have no complaints on it. This Goku, though, I have some words for you, some harsh words. I don't think this guy's going to age well. I'm going to just tell you that. I don't, and again, I'm saying this, he is a good character. He's an amazing character. I'm just saying he's not going to age well. Put down the pitchfork, please. He does raise ally attack by 40%. This is pretty good. But this, again, you're going to see there's a lot of the problems. So, like, this is an ultra super attack. Him just having this, wait, where's this? This is a super attack. Ultra super attack. This is a ZX. Okay, I was like, where's his ZX? Yeah, so this is his 18. Yeah, so like, this is like, you really want this, and when that means Goku has to be in slot 1, which he actually can easily be a slot 1 character. But this, when the first attack in the turn is a super attack that performs a crit, so already, like, he has to be critting. 77% chance of super becoming an EX super. Considering this is not like Diamond Vegeta, who has multiple chances of getting an EX super, it's like you have one chance of getting it. These are pretty good abilities. Raise attack to 140 for 4 turns, so he kind of pseudo stacks. Raise his defense for 1 turn is whatever, cause ultimate damage. But this is the big one. Raise allies attack by 40% for 2 turns. Yeah, that's really good. That includes him too. So if he gets the EX, he's actually raising attack by 180. So yeah, this guy's pretty good. That's it. But then this is the problem where is it? Receives key plus 4 pair strength key spear obtained, and then by 1 pair non-key spear. He doesn't have anything for rainbow key spear. Key spears. Guards all attacks. Where is it? First attacker. He wants to be first attacker for all stuff. But he also has chance performing crit 40% for 5 turns if he's second or third. So it's like, for the first turn, you kind of want to put him in the second or third position, so, you know, he has a higher chance. His base crit chance is, where is it? 40% here, 20% here when receiving the attack. So this is after he, I guess, like, again, if he's in slot 1 and he's getting hit before he attacks, it's just great. If not, this sucks. Yeah, 60% crit chance. Now, again, obviously, we put him in slot 2 or 3, and then the next turn, his next appearance, you hit him in the first slot, he has guaranteed crit. This is great. Again, it kind of hurts his design. And all of this is just for a 77% chance for this to prop. It may not, and honestly, it hasn't for a lot of players. So he feels very frustrating. He has key problems because of this. It's just the fact that he it doesn't count rainbow key at all. So it makes it like, I think if this guy is he reminds me like, if he doesn't get his EX super, he just doesn't feel fun. That's the best way to say it. It's very frustrating to prioritize him and pit him in slot 1, and also, where is it? Yeah, when activating active skill or attacking 24 key. So he has to have 24 key. 200% attack, he gets the additional 40% crit. So what I'm talking about, like guaranteed crit, he has to have 24 key and have to be pit in slot 2 or 3 in the tournament. Like, he has all these like this doesn't seem that bad until you actually play and use them, and then it's like, wow, there's a lot of key, and I'm gonna just prioritize him, put him in slot 1, you do all this stuff, and he doesn't give you the EX super. But that aside, I think I did get a little off topic, but as the whole thing was hot takes. But I guess it's just more of my opinions on the celebration at hand. It's kind of crazy. Like, this is a pretty bad, like, I like to be a bit optimistic regarding stuff like this, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't see how this celebration can introduce players to Dokkan and keep them. Like, it's like, again, obviously, I think the one thing they have on their side is they have a ton of old content to play with, but it's, other than that, it's like, you know, this is a pretty mediocre anniversary. We do have at least 2 more forms of content arriving. I don't think that's gonna save the day. It's not our knight in shining armor, but like, you know, we can dream, you know, we can hope. And like, when are we ever gonna get the easy details? I feel like it's been 3 days of people telling me like, it's gonna happen tonight. It's like, yeah. Like, at this point, I feel like we're gonna get GTA 6 before we get the easy announcement. But it's gonna be it for me, guys. Tell me in the comments what your hot takes or more of your feelings. I feel like the hot takes, I don't feel like there's real hot takes for the 11th anniversary. Also, the only hot take I guess I've seen, which honestly, looking at the comments, I think was just rage bait. Someone said the quality the quality of the 11th anniversary was better than the 10th annie. And I was just like, that's just blatantly untrue. Like, no, I'm not even like, oh, my opinion is like, no, I can literally show you to the database. There's more stuff to do on these events. There are more events to do overall. Like it's like, okay. But anyway, yeah, tell me in the comments what you guys think, your hot takes, I guess, or your opinions of the 11th anniversary. Yeah. As I hopefully I made my thoughts clear on this celebration. Hopefully, I mean, we have like, I would say one more week, and yeah, I mean, this could be like a Legends Fest 2024 situation that like the Legends Fest was pretty bad, and then part 3 came in and just like saved us. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen for this Game Pass. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.